Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with Morning Live. As promised, let's bring you this interview now on the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. The 4th edition will take place this year, and it'll be run under IAAF Gold Label status. The status was achieved after last year's broadcast, where SABC Sport is the official broadcaster. It helped the event meet the international body's requirements. Now, the marathon has been staged on the Sunday nearest to the 24th of September, which is South Africa's Heritage Day. And the route is designed not only to take in Cape Town's spectacular natural beauty, but also to enable runners to traverse the city's rich historical sites in a running celebration of South Africa's oldest mother city. Head of brand of Sanlam, Mariska Oosthuizen, and ambassador of the race, 1995 Rugby World Cup winning captain Francois Pienaar, now join us from our Cape Town studio to tell us a little bit more. A very good morning to both of you, and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
Morning.
Good to have you guys with us. I'm going to start with you, Francois, because you've been involved with the race since it was taken over and it was rebranded. Today, you guys are going to be actually launching this year's race. But tell us what the dream and the vision was behind the Cape Town Marathon.
Hi, Valen. Do you mind if I show you something?
No, not at all.
So that was the dream. The dream was to. Can you see that? The dream was to become one of the IAAF gold marathons in the world. There's 30 marathons in the world that get given the gold status, and within 3 years, since Sanlam came on board with us 3 years ago, as chairman of the Cape Town Marathon and also ambassador, we set ourselves a clear target: is to become one of the must-run marathons in the world.
And now you guys have finally achieved that. I'm going to ask you a little bit more about what it actually means to have gold label status, but I just want to bring Mariska into the conversation, because as the head of brand, to have this kind of status now behind a race that you guys headline sponsor, you obviously must be incredibly proud of that.
Yes, I mean, we're really extremely excited to be part of an event of this stature and this nature. I think one of the reasons why we actually, took this sponsorship on when Ilana and Francois brought it to us in 2014 is because we bought into this vision of creating a marathon, of this prestige and this status on the African continent. I think one of the things that will always stay with me is that Ilana said in one of her press conferences that like 50 of the top male marathon runners are from Africa, but we don't have a race like this on African soil. So we're really excited to be part of it.
Francois, just enlighten our viewers, for those people that don't really understand what the IAAF gold label status means and why it's so important. What does it actually mean?
Yeah, they've got strict criteria for you to become a gold label marathon. One of the criteria is that you must have full road closures during the marathon, that the marathon needs to be broadcast outside of South Africa in 5 different countries, that you have to have at least 5 gold label runners, and this means runners that run men below 2 hours and 10 minutes a marathon from 5 different countries, as well as 5 ladies that run below 2:28. And then international status and appeal. I mean, last year we had 67 countries run in the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. That's about 10% of the runners. Now, what gold means to us is now we become a must-run marathon, because there's 10 million marathon runners globally, and they look at running these gold label status marathons. And we're the first marathon in the history of the African continent that achieved gold in the IAAF rankings.
It's absolutely incredible, and we saw some amazing times run in last year's event, which helped you to actually receive this status. What can we expect this year? Because later today, you guys are actually going to be launching the 2017 edition.
Well, we want to increase the number of runners year on year, and we've kept that because we want to grow organically. But we think now that we've achieved this in a very short space of time. Valen, what happened here was just magnificent. And that's because the City of Cape Town, our partners came to the party, because of our sponsors, they came to the party, and they all believed in this dream that we will build a marathon that everybody wants to run. So the next step for us is to try and become one of the exclusive club members, those marathons that are the iconic marathons, Boston, New York, and so forth. What people can expect this year is an even better marathon. The road is beautiful, it's flat, it's fast, It takes in some of Cape Town's most iconic scenery. It starts at the stadium and you're running down that strip with the sea on your right-hand side. I've put my hand up. I'm going to run it this year, and later on today we're going to challenge some other old has-beens and captains of sport and captains of industry to come and run it with us. So it's to build it up to a level where we've got 40,000 people running the marathon.
We're going to find out more about your Captain's Challenge. Mariska, what does this mean for Sanlam going forward and your association and partnership with the race?
I mean, last year we actually made the decision to, extend the sponsorship for another 3 years. It was an easy decision for us and clearly a decision now that has paid off. Sanlam as a company, we're doing business globally, more increasingly. We currently have the biggest non-banking footprint on the continent. So for us, this is really just amazing to put ourselves on an international and global stage, and to partner as part of the Cape Town Marathon and to be part of something that's so prestigious.
Francois, you're going to challenge a number of other people. Are you going to run in those gold shoes?
No, I won't be running in these shoes. ASICS have given me some nice shoes to train in. I need to shed a lot of weight. I weigh too much and the knees are not what they used to be. But I will be challenging some other captains. I've got my own Graham Smith, the cricket captain. Well, he's my captain. And as we gradually get towards the marathon, I'll be challenging some other captains, but also in business and in industry to see if they don't want to come and run with us. For the people that don't run, there's fan zones. We've got fan zones across the route. There's a 10K piece run, which is magnificent, and it's just so scenically beautiful. We've got park runs. We've got runs for kids. So over the course of that weekend, there's a lot that's going to happen in Cape Town.
Well, it's going to be certainly very, very exciting, and that's going to be taking place in mid-September. Thank you guys so much, and congratulations to the race, and good luck with the launch later today.
Thank you.
That's Francois Pienaar, the ambassador for the Sanlam Cape Town City Marathon, as well as Mariska Oosthuizen, who is the head of brand. And you will be able to watch the race with SABC, where the official broadcasters.